hair, the color of tombstones and bones that sound like wet windshield wipers whenever we slow dance across the living room. I imagine that I will look you in the eye as if there's something small and precious imprisoned there. Then I will ask you, darling, did you know that a blue whale has a heart the size of a car? When you respond correctly, as you always seem to do when I ask you difficult questions about oceanography, I'll probably laugh, rejoicing over the fact that every time you smile, it makes the wrinkles at the corner of your eye look like 6 willow branches, all lifting up their heads from prayer in unison with the wind, humming a hymn in beneath its wing, just as our anthem jogs to a pose and I whisper in your ear, how did you know that I was the one? When all those well-dressed jackals came galloping to your door, begging for the rice to your ring finger, what made you lock the deadlock on your ribs, looking them squarely in the face and saying, I am saving all this beauty for a man that I've never even met? Did you ever doubt, or for a second even imagine that waiting for me wasn't worth it after all, and that your soulmate had chosen someone a lot more boring but a lot less picky than you, and opted an easy way out of a life filled with love? You see, when I was 20 years old, beard still not growing, an ocean away from my family, with the kind of pain that drives men to do selfish, barely forgivable things, I dreamt of you nightly. I hunted for your smile and every audience that I wrote for, hoping that I could literally steal a glance, download it onto my retinas and replay the moment our eyes first played freeze tag, and neither one of us wanted to stop being it, so we just kept on touching, hoping that Father Time would give us a hall pass and that we would orbit one another forever. And speaking of orbits, did you know that there are more stars in the sky than grains of sand on the entire planet, and that I will give you either one if you merely asked? Peel the night from the sky skin like the rind of an orange, or ask God if I could borrow the breeze for just a moment and blow the shoreline of every beach into a giant hourglass made just for us, and say this is how long I will adore the things about you that no one else even notices. And your laugh, and how it sounds like a mix of Hendrix and wood stacked in 2 rainstorms, singing perfectly in tune. Those orthopedic shoes and how they match your cardigans perfectly. Those crooked glasses, and how they dangle at the edge of your nose like legs of 2 lovers who want a tire swing. The last summer they will ever see each other's faces. The first time I saw your face, I thought, wow, if there was a gorgeous Olympics, you'd be a lock. And maybe I'll be your key. And maybe love is a club that we both got into for free. And we just haven't stopped dancing for all these decades because we really like the music in here. And maybe, if you ask me to, I will crawl through the veins of a blue wave on my hands and knees. I will photograph that Volkswagen-sized heart of yours and place the picture on your pillow before you went to sleep. When you ask me about it, I'll probably laugh, giggling, like I had a handful of diamonds in my throat, and say, see, I told you, the biggest heartbeat God ever made. And now it's all yours. Yeah.